Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So according to Turron Davenport of ESPN, he's reporting that the Tennessee Titans have reached an agreement. They're signing safety, former Jet, former Seahawk, former 6th overall pick Jamal Adams to a contract. And as Davenport points out here, Denard Wilson is actually the Titans defensive backs coach, who was the former Jets DB coach under Todd Bowles in 2018 and 2019. So look, first things first here. When talking about Jamal Adams, you're talking about somebody who, man, at one point in time, like as a rookie, his second, like really throughout his entire time, like up to the point where he got traded, he was a top 3 strong safety in football. Like he was freaking awesome, dominant, right? Getting after the quarterback, making plays in the running game. Like you just felt like he was vocal on the field. And never would really shrink in the moment. He would rise to the challenges. He would love and look forward to playing the New England Patriots and whatnot, who at the time had Tom Brady and still were flying with Gronk. And that tandem of Jamal Adams at strong safety, Marcus May at free safety, in the Todd Bowles style of defense, it was awesome. Like safety is my favorite position, so I always respected that duo for the Jets. But ultimately, it just kind of he kind of wore out his welcome. He from his perspective, he was just tired of losing and just every year kind of just being the same, treading water, if you will. And then from the Jets side of it, it was just like, hey, we're receiving this incredible offer from the Seattle Seahawks, which to me has got to be one of the biggest trades in Jets history. What was it? The 2 first-round picks. We get, I believe, we also got a future 3rd-round pick, and also Bradley McDougald from Seattle, who was a starting caliber safety at the time. And ironically enough, he was actually a former Titan, kind of bringing everything full circle here. But look, if Jamal can duplicate what he showed with the New York Jets, it's going to be a win for Tennessee. Obviously, going to a team that, and a coach that kind of knows how to use him, because I felt like in Seattle, he was just out of place. Obviously, he missed a ton of time. He was hurt, getting paid a ton. So like that contract was always viewed as like a distraction to a lot of people. So we'll see what happens. But here's how it impacts the New York Jets here. This is the first safety, because I was not expecting this move. This is the first safety or first bigger name safety to go off the board in, I want to say, like months, like at least a month, right? We're talking about Justin Simmons still being on the board. 30 years old, I get it, but still one of the better free safeties in football, still on the free agency market. Who else? Quandre Diggs, one of my favorite players in football, still out in the open market. Strong safety, free safety versatility. Obviously, former teammate of Jamal Adams in Seattle. Somebody who I really feel like can make an impact and would be a great fit for this Jets defense. We can talk about Eddie Jackson, again, another 30-year-old here, formerly of the Chicago Bears, has been a great Bear throughout his career. He's on the open market. I don't really feel like it would take a lot to get him under contract financially. Tracy Walker is another one of these safeties that they just constantly make plays. Tracy Walker is a tackling machine. He has multiple years with 100+ tackles. He's like a linebacker playing safety. But Tracy Walker has the speed and athleticism to, it's not like he's one of these linebacker safety hybrids. No, he's actually a safety. He just can really stick his nose in and make a lot of plays in front of him, tackling, wrapping up, big hits on not only just the sidelines, but in open field. And how is the Jets' safety depth right now? I think we're okay, right? Chuck Clark, Tony Adams, great. We have our starters. Behind those two guys, we have Ashton Davis, who I would expect to see some playing time. We also have Bernard Converse. We have Key, the last pick in the draft out of Alabama, from this past class. So it's interesting, right? I really don't think, if news comes out that the New York Jets are signing Justin Simmons, he's automatically the best safety on the roster, right? I think that would be a huge acquisition, right? If we all get a notification, the New York Jets are signing Quandre Diggs, is that going to be an upgrade? The answer is yes. So Jamal Adams, first big name safety to go off the board here in the late summer portion of free agency. Will some more safeties follow? That's the big question mark here as far as the New York Jets cap situation is concerned, right around that $6 million mark. So if somebody wants to come in on like a cheap, obviously veteran minimum is a veteran minimum, but look, if you can get Quandre Diggs like a 1 year maybe prove it style of deal where he can, bet on himself for the season to then kind of, jump back into free agency next offseason. Think of a contract like Quan Alexander when he initially signed with the New York Jets. It was a cheap 1 year contract, just kind of out of the blue. If we can bring in, Quandre Diggs 1 year $5 million or something, that'd be huge, right? Talk about an awesome addition in July. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this plays out. Where are these guys going to end up? By the way, there was a couple rumors that Justin Simmons was being linked to Miami, but the Dolphins proceeded to go out and sign Marcus May, another former Jet here, obviously. So I don't, with May, with Holland, do the Dolphins go out and still, go out and sign another safety in Justin Simmons? I don't know. You kind of feel like the Jets should end up with at least one of these guys here, at least one of these guys. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.